In the name of the God whose mercy is profound, whose kindness is forever, why is faith important? Faith is important because we are talking about a reality. Whether we acknowledge it or whether we reject it, we are dealing with something which has to do with truth. After all, if we believe that there is a God who created us, who is continuously enabling us to live in this world, and there will come a time when He will decide that we'll die and we'll be accountable before Him, it is no joke. So if we believe in all these realities about God, our life is going to be very different. And if we don't believe in it, of course, our approach towards life is going to be different. We have to face the reality that God has to be acknowledged or has to be rejected on the basis of some real evidence, solid reasons. We cannot shy away from this reality. Likewise, faith has got to do with the question of life beyond death. Is it a reality? If it is a reality, then what it means is that all that we are doing in this world is being observed, and we are going to be held accountable for our deeds. This indeed is a very serious matter. What it means is that we are not just accountable to the worldly courts and the worldly system which is looking at what we are doing. The worldly systems are of course imperfect. They can at times catch us while we are doing something wrong, and on other occasions they would not know what we are doing, and most certainly they would never know what our intentions were, because intentions have got to do with what lies hidden in our hearts. But if we believe that there is a God and there is a life hereafter wherein God is going to make sure that our performance is held accountable and we are rewarded or punished according to our performance, most certainly is something which is very serious, whether we acknowledge, accept it, or whether we reject it. And the reality about God and what His attributes and plans are, and the truth about what the life hereafter is going to be, was delivered to humans by men who claimed that they were messengers of God, that they received messages from God through His angels. We didn't see them receiving those messages. We didn't see angels meeting those messengers. So when they make this claim, of course, it again is a very serious affair, because if God actually delivered His message to them, then of course it's something which needs to be acknowledged. But if He didn't do it, then of course there is no reason why such a claim should be accepted and taken seriously. So faith is most certainly very important. If I believe in an individual to be the representative of God, I simply cannot ignore him. He is the one who has brought to me what God has addressed humankind, the message, so that if I take God seriously, I have got to take His messenger seriously as well. So when I am confronted with various different claims about faith, I have to be serious about them, and I have got to make sure that I accept or reject faith only when I am sure and confident. I cannot believe in something which is unbelievable simply because there is a claim made by some individuals, because we know that there is no one single claim about the reality of this world. There are a number of different versions of claims, and at times the differences are not minor. There are conflicting views, contradicting views, and of course we therefore have to make sure that the faith that we acquire, we acknowledge, and we adhere to is the right one. Faith, therefore, is important. It is important that we understand it properly and we acknowledge it. It is going to have an impact on our life. And indeed, one of the important things that faith says is that there is going to be another life. And that makes faith even more important and significant. If we accept it, it's important, and it's important also if we reject it. May the Almighty enable us to understand faith and what it entails properly, and may He enable us to follow whatever we understand to the best of our abilities.